The Overwatch team is desperate. Free skins, loot boxes, perks, and more. They must be so scared of Marvel Rivals. Shut the fuck up. What's up everyone, it's Warhorg, and I want to chat about Overwatch with you. Specifically perks, and a little bit about the other stuff. But before I start yapping away, let me ask you what you think about all this. Tell me in the comments, are you enjoying perks and do you think hero bans, map votes, and stadium will be good for the game? And while you are down there, make sure to like the video or subscribe. Now, let's get into it. First, I just want to tell you that the Overwatch's desperate take is quite brain dead. Like, really. These things were in development long before Marvel Rivals was released, especially things like Stadium. Now, Rivals is a good competitor, as the developers literally admitted, which is great, because that means they take more risks and has to make bigger updates. Now, perks. I was really scared of power creep and OP heroes when it came to perks, but at least for now a single perk can't make a hero hard meta, at least most. First, I want to just tell you right away, I personally think perks are a great thing. It made the game so much more fun for me as a person who plays it a lot. It's great with new stuff coming to the core game mode, and it gives you progression through the game, kinda like in a MOBA. Now, I want to start with the good things and what I like, and as I said, it gives you progression, and that feels good. But what I think is really great is that it kind of counters counterpicking. If I swap, I lose my perks, and yeah, I believe the further into the round, the faster you get your perks, but if I swap, I lose my perks. So playing Counterwatch becomes harder and more boring, because you can't keep swapping and playing mystery heroes. So yeah, I really love that. So another great thing for perks is that they give you more freedom on how you can play your character, and that is really nice. A good example for me is on Bastion, who I've played a lot the past 2 days, and I usually rock with talents that gives me my nade, more movement, and no self damage, but the major perks varies a lot. What comp is the enemy team? Will I take a lot of off angles so I will be hard to heal, or are we playing two low healing supports? And that's where I decide if I want to go with self heal or explosive turrets. Another example which I love is Orisa. When I'm defending and I pick Orisa, I try my best to hold them off until I get my major perk, and if we're still holding points, I can go for the shield because it's fun, a bit nostalgic and good. If they cap the point, I'll pick the charged spear, right? And these two heroes are two great examples on characters with perks that are situational on how you want to play. Well, there are some heroes that are really opposite, and now I'm going to go into details on what I think needs some work, and I hope we can change talents every now and then, like every 6 months or so. But the first thing is that some heroes have really no-brainer talent. As a Genji main, I feel like his talents are pretty no-brainer. Like 30% lifesteal on Blade? When the hell would I pick the other talent to have more jumps after Swift Strike? And the major talents are a bit situational, but Genji has a lot of movement and reset stash when he gets a kill, so I would almost always pick more bleed damage on dash over a little bit of healing on deflect. Like some heroes have basically just one kit for the talents because there are two talents that just overshadows the other two. Another problem I have is a difference in power. Ana can headshot or nano herself at the same time as she nanos someone else. This talent literally gives Ana two ultimates, and to me that's way better than Mei's major talents, for example, that just either applies a slow to her secondary fire or makes her cryo deal damage. So some heroes have way better talents than others, and Venture, I don't know about you, but I feel like Venture's talents are really bad or boring compared to other perks. Like, I'm convinced Blizzard just doesn't like Venture. I have one more thing I want to talk about, and that isn't really a problem or a bad thing, but I feel like talents are going to be extremely fun forward until we find a hard meta or some talents that are really good or annoying, and I hope Blizzard is willing to either adjust those or mix up talents, as I said, after a certain time, and that it doesn't stay the same forever, kind of like Season 9. But in contrary to Season 9, I think the perks honestly only have a good impact. Now I want to take some seconds to just praise Blizzard for all of these changes. I think the perks are great, hero bans and map votes will be extremely good for the game, and the best part? Loot boxes. Adding loot boxes back was a great change if you ask me, and as a consumer, one of the best changes ever to cosmetics. I get Blizzard wants to earn money and they need money to continue the game, and they will earn less money now because less people will buy skins. But this will keep me grinding the game so much more and feel rewarded. And now that we're talking about revenue, I think Blizzard will double down on the collab skins, because I don't think collabs will be in the loot boxes, and we know that the collabs are one of the biggest money printers for Blizzard, especially the Le Seraphim collab. Hell, even I bought those skins, because they're really cool, and I don't even listen to K-pop or a simp. So yeah, I'm really, really happy about everything coming to the game, and honestly, really excited for the stadium mode. If you are too, or enjoying the perks, make sure to subscribe and like the video, and don't forget to tell me what you think about all the changes. Goodbye.